Well, it is known as the Olympics of Beer. The 2025 World Beer Cup was recently held, and a local brewery has some new shiny hardware to show off. Archival Brewing in Belmont beat out thousands of breweries across the globe for this distinction, and now they've got the perfect event for you to come try it and more. There's a 4-year anniversary party for the brewery being held this weekend. We're all invited. We've got Levi and Callie. No, they're the co-owners of the brewery, and they're here to brag about it. Hi, guys. How are you? Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
All right, here's your turn. Beat your chest and tell us about this winning beer.
So it's Sati. It's a historic style Scandinavian farmhouse beer brewed with rye and juniper.
Okay, wait, hold on a second. That was very complex, what you just said. I should probably let people know that the category that you won in
historic beer
is historic.
Yes.
So your focus really, as it always has been, is finding these incredibly original ways to make beer.
Yes.
All right, and so tell me about the story behind this beer and how you got this award.
It's a farmhouse beer from the Scandinavian Peninsula in Europe. It's Finnish technically. It is brewed with rye and juniper.
Rye and juniper.
Yeah, it dates back to around 3000 BCE.
Okay, now we're talking. That's where the historical comes in, because I mean, I'm kind of everyone kind of geeks out a little bit on the history stories, and to have a great historical story behind something that you pop a top on, that's great. Let's talk a little bit about the actual party this weekend, because 4 years, I mean, we've been talking to you guys for these past 4 years. Wonderful to see you're still here and growing. A lot of breweries, you know, they come in and they can't make it. You guys really do have that niche. Talk about the party this weekend.
Yeah, so we've got a lot going on. We have an amphora bottle release coming out, which we can talk about. We've got Pink Pod Patisserie coming in with their dog treat truck. We're very dog friendly. And what else? We've got live music featuring Vespa, the band.
Love that band. Another great reason why people love you, I think, is how dog friendly you really are.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that was very important to us.
Very dog centric. Yeah, it's important. It's like part of your business plan. It feels like dogs are included in this.
Absolutely. Yes.
Right?
Yeah,
Dogs are great. Yep.
So you mentioned something about Semphora. What was it?
Amphora.
Amphora? Okay, that was very critical, really, to you winning. What is Amphora?
So this is a different beer.
Okay,
that we
I'm sorry,
with,
a different beer, right.
Yeah, it's a Scottish heather beer that we aged in amphora. So amphora is a 2-inch thick terracotta pot. The beer style itself dates back to around early 300 to 900 AD. It's brewed by the Pict people that were wiped out due to English people moving north. We were able to recreate it because of an archaeological dig on the Orkney Islands. Found a old pot that they realized contained beer.
Let me stop you just one second, because I want to make sure that anyone watching this right now is paying attention. Okay. You're about to hear an incredible story. All right, so for this beer that you brewed, there was how old was it? Thousands of years old?
So yeah, the amphora aged beer is 2,000 years old roughly.
My goodness.
And it was we were able to recreate it and resurrect this extinct style due to an archaeological dig on the Orkney Islands. They found a terracotta pot that contained residue from beer. They took a scraping of it, did a molecular workup, and then were able to dissect what was in there down to the amount of percentages of barley and wheat, the flavor adjuncts and everything. And from that, we were able to recreate the beer.
This is incredible. I mean, we were talking before. This is kind of like the Jurassic Park of beer, right? Where you take the DNA from a mosquito and make it a dinosaur. You're taking kind of the DNA of a beer and then recreating it how it was originally made.
Yeah, absolutely,
Oh, people must geek out on this.
Yeah, I mean, we geek out on it, so I hope everybody else does too.
Yeah.
Well, and we're getting some shots.
That's a photo of our amphora there.
So that's the amphora.
Yep.
All right, and you're telling me that these are distinct tastes and I mean, you're talking about beers like people talk about wines. They say it's a good year a few years ago. You're talking about, well, I can tell this is 300 AD recipe. I mean, it really, is there a distinct difference in taste from a 3,000-year-old recipe or 2,000-year-old recipe versus today?
Yeah, absolutely. So the distinct taste even can go from, our non-aged batch of beer to the amphora aged batch, you can tell a very distinct flavor profile difference just in that alone. The amphora will add a little bit of minerality to it. It's also slightly sour, which is natural. It is a porous item.
Container, yeah.
And
so it's a little more sour.
It's slightly tart sour.
Slightly tart.
Yeah, got some earthiness to it too.
Mineral flavors
flavor.
to it.
Yep. It's not like eating a handful of dirt by any means,
but there is a distinct flavor difference.
There
between
absolutely
these recipes.
is. Yeah.
Well, if you want, you can't say they don't make them like they used to anymore, because literally they're making them like they used to. I mean, that's the beer. So we want to invite everyone out to this party. I'm assuming no cover charge for this.
Nope.
No cover charge.
Come on out and have some fun. If you haven't been and you haven't tried, what a great excuse, right? They're throwing you a big party at Archival Brewing right there in Belmont from 11 in the morning till 11 at night, and it is absolutely free. Consider this your invitation. Archivalbrewing.com for more. Thanks for the time this morning, guys.
Yeah, thanks
for having us.